Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader and in this video, let's take a look at the collapse. Kaboom! AMD stock. Alright, we'll take a look at the price action in this video. Definitely, I have done a video here on my channel a couple of days ago as well, mentioning that how AMD is bearish and it's continuing bearish. There were some price targets. I mentioned that, or I should say the magnets that will attract AMD in that direction, and we so far have been getting that. I'll provide some more levels as well because we definitely can slip lower from 144 as well. And what are those next zones as we continue in this downtrend? Before going further and talking about all of that, I want to let you know none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes, just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. I'll also go over what can turn AMD bullish if it can from here as well. So all those important things because price action has updated. In my last video here on the channel, the scenarios that I said of a bullish side, since price action has updated, so is our case also updated. Definitely, if you want to know day by day basis everything on not just AMD but many other stocks as well, check out the description of this video. There are Patreon links, there are memberships on my Patreon, and you can join those if you like, and you will have day-to-day update throughout the trading days on what to do, right? You don't have to be lost in the middle of the desert, right? All right. Anyways, let's talk about AMD here. Now, before going into the price action, I want to a little bit go over summary on the side of what's been going on, the world of AMD with analysts and all of that. So shares of computer processor AMD that's were falling, and they were downgraded by Seaport Research due to concerns. Now look, and upgrades and downgrades, they fuel the direction, not necessarily are the reason why the price is doing what it's doing. As I just went over, if we didn't become bearish just after this report, as I have been saying, let's get back over here. As I have been saying to my members, they were aware from this point onwards that we are bearish. And when I talk to you guys on the public channel now, if you're on my Patreon, you knew early telltale signs where we are becoming bearish. And even when I'm doing videos here, I have been talking since here after as well. And we have been bearish since then. It's not that just when that report came, that's when we became bearish now. But anyways, news needs something to tie together the things, right? Anyways, so Seaport Research did downgrade from, this is from neutral, sorry, from buy to neutral with no price target. So I don't know what they mean by no price target, which, I mean, they didn't give a price target. So what do they expect it to go to zero? Well, not no, but still, I think they are not doing their work properly. Or maybe they got it wrong so many times, not just on AMD, but any other stock, that they just said, oh, well, we're just gonna downgrade and not really give a price target. Adding to the negative sentiment, New Street, another one, also adjusted its price target on AMD, cutting it to $150 from $230. So, and also Broadcom, when they had their earnings, they talked about possible, which is speculated, significant partnership with OpenAI, fueling concerns about intensifying competition in the artificial intelligence hardware. Broadcom announced a $10 billion custom chip deal with OpenAI, a move that highlights a broader trend of major tech companies developing their own processors to cut costs and fine-tune AI performance. Anyways, so this is also taking away some share from AMD, right? But anyways, that's a bit of a summary around just the news. Let's talk about the price action because that's how we make the money. This area of 144, we are not far away from that. As I said, we are still in the downtrend, guys. Nothing has changed. Okay, nothing has changed. 144 is the next target that we are getting to. If something would change, I'll talk about. If it has to become bullish, what will be those areas we are watching? I'll talk about that in just a second. But there's a next area as well now, because I do think we will slip below 144. So in case like we'll have to see the price action there, but As we slip below 144, this is the next price target where we have a room to come down to, that is 131 and 133. Until when can it happen? It can happen, it can take 2 to 3 weeks to get to 132. But this one can happen within a week. The reason there is a 2 week of buffer between 144 and 133, even though it's not too far away, is because there is a possibility some rebound can happen here, but I don't expect that rebound to turn bullish. I do think that will just remain a rebound for a couple of days at 144, and then we'll make another leg lower. Now 133 is where I do consider AMD can bottom in the coming for its ongoing price action. But right now we are still in the free fall, and nothing is stopping AMD from free falling. We took a play, as I have been saying, I mentioned in the previous videos as well. If you're on my Patreon, you knew this play from $75 first all the way to 95, and then from 95 we traded all the way. 185 was our peak, like 186 technically, and then this was our hard stop loss at 177. So as I have said previously, like we made a massive money, huge, even with the hard stop loss, 128% gains in the matter of, maybe it was, how many weeks was it? Let's see. Yeah, it was a swing weekly play for sure. So for us, total 128 days. So it was a very long swing play, not a very long swing, but technically 4 months of play. Well, who's complaining? We captured 130% plus move, and AMD wasn't the only stock. On some stocks within a couple of days we made, like, I would say 2 weeks we made 100% plus gains, like Robinhood, Reddit, and all of those. Anyways, all on my Patreon. Now, what can happen on AMD for it to turn bullish? What we'll have to see. Well, without breaking further below, that's an important point. Without breaking further below, if somehow AMD can get above this zone of 157 and 83 cents, it will start to turn bullish. What is the likelihood of this happening right now? I would say 10%. 90% probability is that we will test 144. Look, nothing is guaranteed, but price action right now has a higher guarantee. I'm just going to change that drawing because there's just so much squares I'm drawing. So I'm just going to mark where it turned bearish with this circle. And yeah, so nothing would change on this as we stay below this zone. Is technically 156 and 70 cents to 157 and 70 cents. Okay, above that, yes, things will turn around. Below that, no, we are heading to 144. It's already slipping lower, like and now I'm on the hourly interval. Even for any rebound, you would have to let it get above 153. If you're just even looking for a good day trade rebound, one level would be 153 and 33 cents above, but that will just be until 156. It's just a rebound. Okay, we are not turning bullish. That's where the bearish structure is right now. And as if we continue lower, you can expect some rebounds at the significant level below by the end of the day. But you can see, guys, like even my dashboard on my tools is saying bearish all. And there are a lot of tools. If you want access to my tools as well, check out the details in the description of this video. All right. Okay, that's all I had for you guys in this video. Definitely we are continuing lower, and this is not a surprise to us, not a shock to us. I already talked about it. Anyways, I'll see you in my next videos. Take care. Bye.